Good morning and welcome to Saturday Morning Comic Talk. We've already been talking backstage and had a great discussion, which is I'm going to set it up for next week's show. We have to do my not safe for work, good or bad question, but we'll save that one because, man, we were having good discussion. Sarah was saying we should have just pressed play right there, but we have other topics. We're going to piss people off in other ways today because, one of these questions has already created discord in two of our houses. So you got to love that.
Not mine.
If you can piss off your spouse just with one of the questions, then you're doing it right. But first,
we're going to start conversation last night.
We're going to start with introductions. Actually, last night, my wife's conversation was simply this. Put your damn phone away, quit refreshing, and let's enjoy some time together. It's like, all right, fair enough. Because you launch a Kickstarter, what do you want to do? You press refresh. You press refresh.
Over and over.
Yeah. It's like most of the time it's like watching paint dry, except sometimes the walls explode. I mean, that's about what it's like.
The paint dried a little. Yeah.
They explode or implode. I guess sometimes, oh shit, I lost one, or oh yes, I got one. And yeah, that's all it is. And she's like, no, put your phone in the other room.
We hit go. Wait a minute. No, somebody pulled their pledge.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's that was my instruction last night. I haven't told her the movie. I know she's gonna hate it because I saw her wearing a shirt of it the other day. So it's definitely not gonna be a popular opinion, but we've been married for almost 25 years now. She's heard plenty of unpopular opinions from me, and yet we're still here.
That's part of being married. You're allowed to be your own person. You can agree to disagree on most things.
It's not a good relationship if you're going to break up over a movie.
Right.
Yeah. That's saying it, you don't need to keep that one going. All right. So let's start with introductions. Sarah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Sara White. I am the founder of Definite Article. And we just have one title out now, but I am currently running my Kickstarter for merch, which has nothing to do with comics. But if you're wondering whether or not you should back it, you should, because it's going to help me make more comics. And also it's adorable.
It is cute.
Yeah, and I always why do I always stumble on introductions? I'm a Libra, and
I like long walks and gasoline.
My favorite food is ice cream. It's really not ice cream. It's French fries, duh. If you don't like French fries, just get the hell out of here.
Oh no.
Who doesn't like potatoes in like every form, right?
That would be my oldest daughter. Hates everything potato related. Even when she was a little kid, we're like, oh, we'll take her to McDonald's, get her a Happy Meal. She would be like, I won't touch these French fries. And she's tried to eat them again multiple times. Like, all my friends are saying these are amazing.
That girl needs to be tested. That's all I'm saying.
Well, what about like mashed potatoes?
Nothing. She will not.
There's a disorder or something.
Potato chip. She won't eat mashed potatoes. She's an anomaly.
Okay, so you just need to skip right to vodka.
Look, it's either the Happy Meal or the Smirnoff. Which is it going to
be? We know which one. This will help.
I feel like your daughter might need to be studied. I've never heard anybody who doesn't like any kind of potato before. I've never heard of that.
We were baffled as well because I mean, what kid doesn't like potato chips and French fries? Normally, you're trying to say, no, quit eating the French fries, quit eating the potato chips, and eat some of these vegetables. But no, she's like has sworn off them since she was old enough to eat solid foods because we started with mashed potatoes. Like, okay, she can eat real food. Let's give her some mashed potatoes. So you'd spit them out every time. So there you go, Sarah. We know the one person on earth that lives in my house that eats all things potato.
So unusual. Yes.
Kids are weird, man. Kids are weird.
True.
Also true.
All right. So Laurie, tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laurie Calcaterra, writer, creator, and destroyer of Path of the Pale Rider. It's a Western apocalypse series where death has been broken. Ed and I have similar tastes in destroying your we'll give you some nightmares. We'll just put it that way. We'll make it question humanity and whether it should exist or not. But I'm here today. I don't know. I'm doing stuff.
Lots of stuff.
I got books to rebind today. I'm excited. I've been making squishies. I've been keeping busy. So.
Whoa. What is a squishy?
A squishy.
Oh, they're
Oh,
cool.
like those stress ball things?
Yeah, but they're like different
Okay.
shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I've known one other person that made those at home, so interesting. Now I
Cool.
know two.
Would you like me to show you the squishy?
Let's
Yes,
see.
We'd
I
like
would
to
like
see the
to see 'em.
squishies.
I'd like to see
Squishy's
them.
already seen them, but I'll
Yes,
be right
ma'am.
back.
I would like to see the squishy, please.
Okay, I will be right back. I'm sorry. Why don't you talk, Fish, while
All
I
right.
go get the thing?
Fish. All right,
Happy
your
to.
turn. Tell us about
Hi.
yourself.
I am Mr. Fish of Mr. Fish Comics. I'm the fastest pen in indie comics. I am the creator and illustrator of Alice Lost in Wonderland, which goes live August 4th for issue 3. Just shipped out issue 2. I also do other people's books for, pay and fortune. But yeah, that's what I do. I draw comics, I write comics, and then I ship them out.
Yeah, I just got 1 and 2 in the mail. I think Laurie was saying she just got 1 and 2 as well.
I did.
So yes, we just got them. We'll be getting 3, of course, when it makes its way to Kickstarter.
I was
Absolutely.
thinking of you, Matt.
All right. So there's your squishy.
This
What
one's
is that?
it's
Is
a
it a heart? Okay.
correct heart.
Left
And-
ventricle.
Yeah. I mean, they're squishy.
That's
They're
cool.
great. It's like a stress
That's bigger
ball.
than I expected too. Like when I saw just the picture, I was thinking like pencil eraser, kind of like little rubber guy. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are
that's big.
yes.
You-
If-
I don't
I
have
see.
any of those in my house because those are just pet hair magnets.
You
And
see,
Oh.
that's why I've been keeping them in the plastic
yeah.
baggie. I have brains. Well, hello, camera.
Nice.
Brains.
That's cool. Squishy
And
little
then-
pink brains.
I made sad pancake paws.
Oh.
That's
And
cool.
of course,
We'll-
it would not
we'll
be
put you
complete
bigger.
without the big James paws.
nice.
Are
I
those
guess
scented
you-
too?
I could use those in my classroom, the paws, because we're
Yeah.
the Cougars.
Yeah.
That's our mascot. The brains and
There you
all that.
go.
That's not going to
There
work.
you
But
go.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no,
it's
no. I mean,
cougar
like these will
paws.
go with the comic book, and you guys are kind of getting a sneak peek of what I'm going to release mid campaign because I always have like an add-on that I put in when there's. Oh, please tell me this is not more comic talk. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Why would you tune into a comic book show and
Literally says comics in the corner.
just
I
checking?
think they're lost.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like right there.
But,
Giga
but we're not
Gamer,
talking
you're
only
welcome.
about
You might
comics.
hang out
Yeah,
and-
you should stay and see if because
Yeah.
we're talking about all
We have
kinds of
comics,
stuff.
but we
We-
also have produce cats. You
Comics
like cats?
comics come last anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some
Points
pop
for
culture.
anybody who besides Fish and us. Like we all were there when it happened, but like figure out how we ended up putting Immortal Era, Path of the Pale Rider, and Produce Cats into a single launch.
Yes.
That was awesome, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these will be available mid campaign. I'm one of those that I'm like, oh yeah, did you spend all your money? Guess what? I have more for you.
Hope you got paid again because there's a little bit more you can add on.
Yeah, but these aren't expensive. Though. I don't know, a couple bucks, maybe 5.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
All right.
they're fun.
Just
Yeah.
one
Hey,
of
Josh
everything,
Perry,
please.
how are you?
Josh wants to know what we're talking about today. So we have 3 topics as always. And let's see. Wow, it's
I was laughing at Cosmic Grandpa because he said,
Cosmic.
Grandpa.
Cosmic
Oh.
says, you had me at
Yes.
potatoes.
We could just
Just
talk
stick
about
with the
potatoes
comments.
for the whole
Yeah.
hour. That's
See,
cool.
we spent our first 5 minutes just talking about potatoes and how I have a child who hates them, and that is, for scientific studies of the future.
But then, like, I got a kid that hates ketchup, and to be my kid and hate ketchup, that really
less weird than the
my
potatoes, but still
flesh
kind of
and
weird.
blood son, my genetic twin. It just looks exactly like me from high school. Will not drink tea.
I feel like-
he is 50% Southern and will not drink tea. Won't even touch it. That
Wow.
bothers me.
I
to
think
my
you need
core.
to change the title of the show to Raccoons with Shiny Things
Yes.
because that's what this whole episode is going to
That's
be.
freaking
It
brilliant,
is.
Lori. We should just change to something always something super weird and off the wall.
All right.
Man.
Hi,
Ah.
George. Speaking of,
Cause
All
you
right.
catch the pause.
So someone wanted to know what we're talking about. First, we're going to piss people off. We're going to talk about
we're good at that.
overrated pop culture things. So you can talk about what's something that everyone loves that you don't get, you don't love it, and you're gonna now We're gonna make people angry and drop it in the comments. What's a pop culture phenomenon that you think is way overrated and you don't love it? So, Sarah, it's caused discord in your house. So tell us, what is the movie that pissed your significant other off?
The Dark Knight.
Ooh. Let's go. All right. I'm with him.
I don't care about it. Like, I watched it. I agree. Heath Ledger did a phenomenal job.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, but like overall, the movie, I was just kind of like, it's fine. I don't see why everybody is so crazy about it, though. Except for Heath Ledger's performance. Again, he did a phenomenal job. So, yeah.
Right.
And
The Bat Bike was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Like those two things are the things that I bring out of that movie that I really love. Everything else, I kind of agree. It's all just
Not
generic
even-
Batman stuff going on.
Like when he blew up the hospital.
Mhm.
Oh, I mean that's
Yeah,
cool,
no,
but that's,
yeah,
but
like
that's
those-
Heath Ledger being the Joker to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and the whole like it doesn't work, and he actually turns around and then it blows up. Like that was beautiful.
Brilliant.
I absolutely love it.
this is why I'm getting divorced now. Because
People
I
in the
am
chat.
serious.
Tell me
I am
Jesus.
dead serious.
Even
I mean, like, I didn't hate the movie either. I just don't get the
No.
hype. It was
Yeah.
it was a perfectly watchable movie. I just didn't get the hype. You know,
Mhm.
I also like I have a whole list of movies I could go down. It's a short list, but I could talk about a bunch of movies that everybody seems to love that I hate. But that was the point of the question. Was
Yeah.
that movies
Right.
that everybody loves that I just don't get the
Oh no,
get the
you
hype from,
answered it
so-
right. And
Yeah.
if they don't agree, that's okay. Because
And that's fine
Yeah.
if you just don't get it. It didn't hit you right, or
Yeah, no,
you know,
it's
you
a good
see-
movie. It's a fine movie. I don't hate the movie. I just don't love it.
You're
Like,
not here
everybody
with the
else
hype.
is crazy about it, and I
Yeah.
just didn't get it. I didn't get like
Yeah, we were arguing over the Superman movie on our show last night, and like Mike jumps in the show and starts arguing back at us, and like
oh
it
shit,
really,
I missed it, huh?
oh man, it's good. You should go back and watch it. And it really came down to like, I have an objective issue with these few things, and somebody else is willing to go to any extreme to make it make sense because they like it,
Mhm.
and it's okay if you like it that much, but that also doesn't make the things that don't make sense suddenly make sense. Like you
yeah,
can do a whole lot of mental gymnastics, but you know if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
plot holes
Doesn't
are
mean it's
plot
bad.
holes.
Mhm.
I liked Superman. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to watch it again, but there were some issues.
It's not a perfect.
No
movie.
movie's perfect. I think somebody
No.
said it on your show. Like, there's no such thing as a
Yeah.
perfect movie.
No,
And
you can't
even,
get it all
like,
right.
And I'm not one to talk either because I fully, like, we were just talking about that last night in my D&D group. I watch movies that I will acknowledge are absolute garbage, like Disney
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
And I'm not talking about Disney little golden castle movies that everybody loves from their childhood. I'm talking about Disney Channel afternoon kid
Oh.
specials.
Oh,
The
okay.
zombie show?
I like bad
Love
movies,
'em.
but that's a whole nother level. Of,
Freaking,
That's
yeah, like,
bad.
Not even
I
trying.
have subjected Jeffrey to Cadet Kelly so many more times than I mean he knows all the lines now.
Bless his heart. Okay, now I'm coming around. You need to lay off about the Dark Knight. If you've subjected that man to that kind of abuse on regular, you need to lay off about the Dark Knight.
The problem is that you know how it is. Like, you put on a show, you can't, if you're gonna work during the show, you cannot put on a show that you've never seen before. And I always end up turning to like the same 5 or 6 movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, Matt, Weird Science is a perfect movie. Is that what he said?
Yeah, I don't know if someone said. I was trying to look back in the comments to see if someone talked shit about Weird Science, but I
No,
didn't
it's
see
just
it.
Matt
so.
being Matt.
No, it's just Matt. Yeah, Matt.
So Matt's defending Weird Science before one of us go after it, but
Okay.
don't worry, I'm
Matt-
leaving Weird
Strike.
Science alone.
Yeah, Matt wants to do. We're gonna get Matt on Critical Affection to talk about Weird Science.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I
Right
haven't
there,
watched that
you don't-
movie in ages. So
You don't see the piano? JD, you got to go get your eyes checked, buddy. It's there.
There isn't a perfect movie, Matt. There is no perfect. There's near perfect movies.
Oh,
There's
got it.
several
Okay.
near perfect movies, but there are no perfect movies.
So Matt
Weird
is
Science
saying
is near perfect.
Matt
but it can't
is
be
saying
perfect.
you're wrong. Okay.
If
All right.
yeah, no, like we can't do critical affection with Weird Science if it is a perfect movie because half the name is critical. You have
Yeah,
to be
you gotta
critical.
you gotta knock
Well,
some
there's
things.
also critical acclaim. You can talk about how awesome it is and why it's technically brilliant.
Yeah.
But that's not the show.
I want to hear what Fish thinks about what's overhyped.
Yeah,
All right.
let's
All right.
move
All right.
on.
Well, Laurie has skipped her
I'm
spot.
taking over the show.
All right, go ahead. Fish, what
my
is
show now.
overhyped?
Okay, now I have a caveat to this because I firmly believe that like it's not fair to talk trash about a movie that like I wasn't there when it hit, like I wasn't there watching it when it hit. Like I might have thoughts about say The Godfather, but I wasn't there when it hit to know the kind of impact that it had when it hit because like I've listened to like Gen Z kids and stuff talk trash about like The Matrix, but you weren't there when it hit and it changed the game and it changed the way everybody did special effects and the way everybody like X-Men is wearing black leather in their movie because freaking Matrix was such a hit. So like I believe like you've got to be there for it. Like you can't talk trash about the robot shark in Jaws being janky if you weren't there to be shocked by how realistic it was in the movie at the time.
Yeah.
When you've
first
never
dropped.
seen something like that before.
Mhm.
So like I can't go back to something that I wasn't there for the society impact of when it hit. But freaking Titanic drove me up the freaking wall. In my opinion, it is a mid movie at best if you cut it in half and and made it shorter. It would be mid tier, and it'd be okay to go to on a matinee and have some popcorn and waste some time. But it was not this big, brilliant, world changing. That's a bunch of nonsense. That's just a bunch of chicks being hot for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep.
Is the only thing that was, which I'm not saying isn't fair, but just admit what it is. It's not a great movie. It's not great cinema. It's not, amazingly written. It's just he's cute and you like him. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's why I like Weird Science.
It's like It's
But
like The
huge
Dark
impact
Knight.
at
It's
the time.
fine. It's a good movie. It's just not the masterpiece ever. I was a little teeny bopper when Titanic came out, and I made my mom take me to that like 4 times. And so yeah, like I understand. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
And at the
it was all about
time,
Leo, wasn't it?
Everybody
Yeah.
is like, this is the greatest movie ever made. This is my new favorite movie.
It made
Everybody's
a
buying
ton
the
of money.
DVD and all this stuff. And like, oh, it's so great. This is just going to change everything. And I'm like, were we watching the same movie? I mean, like the 3D special effects were cool and the shit
they were
going up
fine.
and the people falling. Like it was neat to get to do some of that stuff that you haven't been able to do in that kind of detail before. But it was okay. It wasn't. I was more blown away by the special effects in freaking Toy Story, and the 3D stuff they pulled off in that movie than I was with what they pulled off in Titanic years later.
But the thing about the Titanic thing that gets me is that it was a 3-hour movie. That movie is 3 hours long, and that was bonkers in the 90s to have a 3-hour long movie. And now it's normal. Now,
that was part of it, right? Because they gave you this whole gigantic story. There was a love story in it. There was excitement. There was the guy that pinged off the propeller. Ting, 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 ting. We all laughed. And then like the bitch at the end who threw the diamond they were looking for the whole time into the water.
Fuck that lady. I get so pissed. She could have set her family up for life. She's got her I guess it'd be probably her great granddaughter maybe who's her caretaker, and she just says it's a giant fuck you to that daughter.
Yeah, and it probably hit Jack's skull when it landed on the freaking floor of the ocean
she already pushed him off the raft. There was
like as if it wasn't an insult enough to drop this freaking valuable. It just like,
baseball of a diamond. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then whoops, it's like, no, that's not cool, man.
I could have
gonna
set my family and my kids and my grandkids up for life, but I still got the hots for that girl from high school. So funk. No, that's stupid. Nobody would forgive
That's
me.
probably why she gets trapped in that purgatory, having to go back to the ship. Everybody thinks, okay, she's made her choice. She's chosen the ship over her family, so fuck her. You're trapped in the Titanic for life. And I'm hoping that they have to relive the death all the time. Like, we just see the entrance when she comes back in as a ghost, but it's now.
Oh, that would be poetic justice.
And screw the family that she built over the past 60 years too. Like, why didn't she go and spend her afterlife with them? No, it's all about this guy that you had a 3-day-long hot tryst with.
Tryst with this man on a ship that I only knew his first name.
No, it's a purgatory because she dumped. She.
That makes the movie better, actually, Ed. That makes the movie better.
Ed's gonna rewrite stronger feelings than I do about it, and I got in a lot of trouble back in the day for feeling that.
Oh no, I thought about it. I rewrote the ending, and I thought, okay, she's now going to a hell, and this is where she walks in the entrance. But you always walk in the cruise ship. Even the poop cruise had a nice entrance, but now she's gonna have to go through the whole sinking thing. Like, sure, she'll get to bone Jack again, but she's gonna have to sink and throw him off the raft. So
yeah,
just to hell with the actual family that she made and raised. She had kids and grandkids and great grandkids at that point, and she's just like this.
They're probably watching from the picture frames in her purgatory, like
Yeah,
they're watching her drown over and over again.
Yeah.
No, she proved she didn't give a shit about them when she dropped the thing in the ocean. So it's like, no, fuck you. You don't get to hang with us. Go back on that ship you love so much.
Titanic, the aftermath.
that really does, like, when you frame it that way, that really does make the movie a little more interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
It could be its own thing, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it suddenly becomes like The Shining at the end with that photo.
Yeah, it's just like the doors open.
I always saw that ending as the Shining ending. I don't, ever since I saw the movie the first time, I think that's why I enjoyed it more than others. But when I was telling my friend about it, he's like, you're describing almost a horror movie, and it's just this dumb romance movie. I'm like, all right, sorry, don't ever ask me shit.
Yeah, they clearly didn't put a lot of thought into that ending. But that makes it better. I might have to watch it again just to watch it with that in mind.
Watch it with the horror movie aspect.
Yeah, I'm glad we're back to movies, because when you said pop culture in general, I was like, oh, I'm fixing to piss off all my friends. But at least when it's down to the movies, I'm only pissing off maybe like 10% of them.
There you go.
So I appreciate
it. All right, so Laurie, what's yours?
Trying to decide which one. I had one originally, but the one that I picked is pretty common. Like, people are two-minded about it, so it's not like, I don't think it's going to piss everybody off unless it's not. I don't think it's hot enough. And then as we were talking, I do not understand the love of Superman. I just don't.
The character or
the character?
Okay.
So comic books and movies, whatever genre he's in, I don't understand why people love him as a character. He's overpowered and boring. Sorry.
Often.
Hey,
I felt the exact same way until the Justice League animated series. I couldn't stand Superman.
He's just too good of a... I mean, like, I like the stories where the characters are relatable, they're flawed, they can make mistakes. You know what I mean? You can relate to that. I can't relate to somebody that's like, I do good all the time, and no one can stop me.
That's where that show changed him for me, because I understood, because it dealt with him being in a world he wasn't built for, and like, having to try and not break people's hands and rip doors off the hinges, and being somebody bigger than everybody else. I could personally identify with like having to always be careful and be afraid you're going to hurt people.
I know, sorry. The other one I was going to say was the World War Z movie, because that was so that camp is, again, if you've read the book, the movie is terrible.
Yeah.
But if you haven't read the book, everybody loved that movie, and I hyped it up as one of the best zombie movies ever. But as someone who has read the book, F that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's my other hot take.
I haven't read the book or seen the movie, so I can't really
That
weigh in on
is
that one.
the highest grossing zombie movie to date,
Really?
which
Really?
pisses me the F off.
There's so
because-
many
I have
good
not
zombie
read or
movies.
watched, so
Yeah,
Yes,
like that
yes.
one where the chick falls in love with that zombie. Like that should be number
Oh,
one.
Warm Bodies. That nobody likes that one. That's not a hot take. That
whoa,
belongs in the trash.
whoa. That movie's not
You're talking
that
about my
bad.
favorite film, madam.
Yeah, right. I know you, Fish.
I never
I
saw
read
it.
the Warm Bodies book,
Mm.
and
I didn't even know there was a book.
yeah, it's based on a book.
Oh my god! Of course.
My theory is when a horror genre gets to we fall in love with the monster and it's redeemable, we need to reset the whole genre.
I think it's a
Twilight?
reflection of the culture of like society today. Like
But I mean, like Twilight, sparkly vampires that you can love, reboot the genre. We have died.
They
It's
had
over.
no business calling those vampires. The only vampire-like thing about them was that they drink blood. And
Right.
like lots of things. Minks drink blood. Does that make them vampires? No. That's
No.
not.
Yeah.
It's a
No.
It,
But
they're
then
not,
also, like, we've done it with werewolves. We have like the
Mhm.
romance story where I'm the alpha's mate and
Oh,
he doesn't
such a
choose
beast.
me. They're all out there.
I'm
and it's
getting
like-
so tired. I keep getting those in my Facebook ads and my and
Yeah.
Instagram ads. I'm just like, I clearly
read
don't care
this.
about these. So I mean, if that's what you're into, I have no problem with that. But like, I don't care about werewolf romance. So
And so
I
when we
don't-
got it to a zombies, I was like, oh, F no.
now, okay, so like in Warm Bodies,
over
the
the-
zombie comes back to life. So at least she's not like boning a zombie. It's a human by that
But
point.
they come back to they become a human again.
They heal. It's
Oh.
stupid and it's completely not explained at all.
Look at Fish's face.
Except that the power of love is making him heal.
the
Like,
power of love.
it's
heals
really
us.
dumb. It's really dumb. And
Reboot it. It's done.
It just
Start
magically
over.
grew back, baby. So
or you
But-
need more
okay,
love
but-
in your universe. Your zombies.
maybe
your-
Warm
your
Bodies
people
is
be
the
fine.
reason. Maybe Warm
You can
Bodies
still
is the
love the
reason
undead,
that we're
physically and emotionally.
But that how do you
Mhm.
how do you reconcile that in your guys' books? We have to
Well, I'd
talk
love
about
to
that
hear-
after
I
we
have
get to that
questions
point.
for Ed after I finished your first trade, which is 1 through 6.
Okay.
And so I have questions
That's
about
good.
that. But I don't know if this is the show or the place, but we can
Hmm.
definitely go into it at some point. Wow.
Yeah. All right. So the best question on my show, it's anger. Oh, we've had a few that have brought anger, and we had the question that brought our motto, "Let's go bread." So I mean, there's been our moments.
Let's go, bread.
So, but yeah, this one,
my
this one's
motto.
this one's bringing all the anger. So you're right, Matt. It might be on the top, and I'm gonna go with mine. I don't get the Goonies.
Ooh,
Okay,
then
I
that
told you.
Fish is leaving. Ooh.
say your
Oh.
piece.
I'm gonna mute my.
Say your piece.
All right, but here's where it comes from. I don't have any nostalgia for it. I didn't see it for the first time until I was 16. So and I'm dating this girl, and she's like, "Oh, you know the Goonies." She's quoting Goonies lines. I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And she's like, "Goonies? You've never seen it?" And she's like, "That's it. We're gonna watch it." And you know, that's what we did. We watched Goonies on VHS.
That's why your daughter doesn't like potatoes. That is why. You missed a fundamental part of your development, and then you pass that shit on to your offspring, and she's out here missing out on French fries because you skipped the Goonies, dude. That's not fair. That's not fair to your lineage. You need to think about things like this.
Okay. So, Matt, you thought that we had seen all the hate, but I'm bringing the final hatred in. My guests are walking off. The show is over.
Dun, 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 dun. This will be the
Should have
most
found a less
watched one, and
controversial
then
movie.
right.
All right. I also hate Top Gun.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to pick that, but I'm like, you know, I'm going all in.
Do you really?
I hate
For real?
Top Gun. Oh, yeah.
I don't hate Top Gun, but I'm with you that
But
it's a little
here's
overhyped.
the thing about Top Gun. I didn't see it until I was 49. So,
That's
Well,
goes back to
see,
what Fish said.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
problem.
that's not taking it in context of the time, which I mean, like,
as a movie, it's horrible. It's
Yeah,
unwatchable.
like it's not fair for me to go back and watch like old black and white movies and hold them to the standards of today when stuff is so slow and they have the camera in one position for like half the freaking movie, like it's a play or something. But like the other main entertainment was plays and vaudeville, so like they're competing with that.
It's
like,
better.
People hadn't thought to do all these different camera shots yet.
And yeah, that's where it comes from. I know it was real footage of real planes and everything, but seeing it at 50 with what we've advanced with, it didn't work. And that's just me. I hadn't seen it as a kid. I kept turning it off. I never could get through it. I'm like, this movie's boring. I don't care about them singing in a bar. Move along.
You don't feel the need for speed?
Dude. I don't. I'll get it somewhere else.
That love.
The only thing I like about that movie is the nostalgia that it was exciting when I was a kid.
See, and like,
I have not ever wanted to watch it again since.
Damn it, Laurie! Now I'm gonna have that fucking song in my head. Shit.
So
I had K-pop Demon Hunters in my head all week long, and I was fine with that. I was fine with it.
Oh, I have that stupid one from TikTok trend that's like, "Do you have any kids?" Yes, I've got one daughter. How about you? That one? Are they by the same daddy? How many baby daddies do you have? And she's like, I have one daughter. No? Oh my gosh, you guys.
I haven't been on TikTok a lot lately, so
I haven't. And Sarah, we're supposed to be on TikTok.
I know, we're like the worst accountability partners ever, aren't we?
Like, oh, she doesn't go on, I won't either. And let's just not mention it.
Well, if you go on right now, you're going to be walking around your house going, I've got one daughter. Like, why am I singing this?
I have a room full of commenters that hate me now, and that's okay.
And you lost Matt as a fan forever. Like, he's gone.
Matt's going to cancel his pledge now. He's like,
at least we get to enjoy my last appearance on your show. That's the thing that we should really be focusing on. It's a good send-off, and,
I was like, everybody's going to watch this one and nothing further. They're like, this guy.
Let me go with
the reason I draw comics for a living.
Why I go to that? I watched the movie at 16, and it was fine, but people were completely telling me how life-changing it was. I'm like, it's a kind of fun caper movie. It's watchable, but you're a jerky 16-year-old with that 16-year-old brain. Mm-hmm. That's where you're coming at it from. Like, well, all these people say it's so good, and that girl dumped me, so fuck that movie. So it's like, all right.
The piano's back, everybody. Are you happy?
The piano's back because she's gonna throw it at my head.
I'm not.
See, that's another caveat.
Now Matt was here
because as a teenager, especially having to watch something that you didn't pick yourself, everything's lame. So, like, you need to put that big asterisk on your.
I put it. There's a giant asterisk. If I had seen it as a 10-year-old,
you saw it as a kid,
I would have loved it. I can tell it's the kind of movie as a 10-year-old that I would have loved it. I would have probably been searching for treasure out because I lived out on the desert. There was nothing out there. I would have been digging around looking for treasure, but seeing it as a 16-year-old, your mindset is so different. Everyone in the room is telling you have to watch it. You're like, don't tell me what to do. I know better than you. I'll show you a real good
movie came on.
So before the credits rolled in the beginning, I'm already just primed to hate it. So I wasn't in the wrong mindset. So forgive me, all fish. Please come back.
And admittedly, you had to be a kid probably for it to have the impact that it had. Like, I don't remember a lot of parents walking around quoting the movie at the time, as much as us kids were. And, and it's totally a like kid empowerment, like power fantasy kind of like go off on this adventure thing and save the day as a kid. Like, it's aimed at getting kids excited. And, when you're on the cusp of manhood, it's not going to have the same kind of impact.
Yeah. And when the room's telling you have to like this is one of the greatest movies, you're like, no, I've seen better. So, I mean, I was definitely in the wrong mindset to watch it for the very first time. So I will fully admit that and say, all right, forgive me for my choice, but I have to come in like Fish was saying, when you come to things at a different time, they hit you a different way. And all of the old movies, I can't stand the acting style in all the old black and whites. So
You don't like that transatlantic accent?
Hey, listen here, sister. Let me tell you something.
yeah.
Don't set off to me.
Come
What
on
are you
now.
doing?
I
Oh,
would
Also-
prefer. Listen, I would much more prefer to read Vicky Styx than anything Superman. I'll just put it out there. See what I mean? Do you see? I mean, like Vicky Styx, I can relate to. Vicky Styx, I can cosplay as. Vicky Styx has a great storyline. Superman, I just know he's
cosplay
gonna
as
win.
Superman. You can cosplay as Superman,
No, thank you.
but you can.
And
No,
thank
thanks.
you, Jeremy, for
Look,
backing
you
the
can
Kickstarter.
cosplay as Lois Lane, and what is not to be appreciated about a
But
woman
no one-
that took 50 years to recognize that the dude had glasses on? Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, I could cosplay as Lois Lane, and people are like, "Are you going to the office?" Question mark.
Do you have a court date today?
Yeah.
don't you see
How
my
do you look?
notepad and pencil? I'm
Okay,
I'm
so
Lois
I'm
Lane.
re-earning my street cred with Matt. I'm happy about that. But yeah, like I said, contextually, we just have to look at it. And JD, I agree. I like Iron Eagle better than Top Gun. But again, I could never finish Top Gun. Every time as a kid, I would try to watch it and I'd be like, bored, move it into something else. But, you know, coming at it later, if I had seen it when it came out, I would have just been cool, airplanes. And that's what you notice about it. But I did like the newer Top Gun. I thought it actually had a plot and a storyline, and still shirtless dudes. That's their thing. But I'm sure I'm sure my wife was not complaining about the shirtless dudes. All right. So
That's really what we're watching for. That is all.
all right. So we've
My
stirred up
Magic
all the
Mike has a
controversy. I've almost lost my panel. So let's move on to question 2. What is the childhood item you want to own again? Something you owned as a kid that you would love to have back in your possession. So, Sarah, what's something you want to own again?
So Soft Lofty.
What is that?
What?
What was
It's a
that?
My Little Pony.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of those ones that has the fuzz on it, the So Soft.
Oh.
And Lofty specifically is the name of the pony. So I want a
Why
So
was
Soft
it your
Lofty again.
favorite?
What's that?
Why was it your favorite?
I'm not sure. It's yellow, and yellow is my very favorite color. And it was soft, and I the neurodivergent
Ouch.
urge to have the sensory objects. So like I could the bottoms of the feet were the ones that was the part that was not worn because the feet were like concave like a wine bottle, and so there
Yeah.
was still nice soft fuzz there. So I would just sit, if I was having a bad day, I would sit on the couch with my So Soft Lofty and I would just rub its feet.
That's so identifiable. Oh,
And yeah,
I-
yellow is my favorite color, so I'm sure that's why it was my favorite pony when I was a kid. I have this picture. It was like the last picture I know of that I was really freaking cute in. And I'm sitting in my grandma's weird little rocking chair, just holding this pony and smiling my ass off because I was just so happy to have that pony. And then somebody stuck a camera in my face.
Oh no. They'll do that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, just no respect for the kids.
Leave us
Seriously.
alone.
But
damn
I
it.
was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old in that picture, so there's no such thing as a ugly 4 or 5-year-old kid. Like I was an
No.
adorable kid. Now I have a problem, but I was an adorable kid.
You were smiling. They wanted to catch a picture of that while you were all
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, well,
And
that's
it
when
was
you
not.
got to catch pictures of people smiling because how often do you smile as an adult?
I smile all the time.
Unless-
I sit here
I mean,
laughing
except
at my
for
own
me.
jokes all day.
Yeah, except for
Smiling on this
me when
show.
Ed said that Titanic's a horror movie and then explained it, and now I'm just gonna smile all day because of that.
Right. Carry that with you.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
Reinterpret the
Funny
movie like my
respect,
messed up brain did. So I want all of you to live in my world for a minute.
I
And it'll make the movie more entertaining, I guarantee.
feel like I already do, but that's cool.
Same zip
Yeah,
code. anyway.
you two independently came up with very similar messed up ideas. So
Yeah. Woohoo! We're getting there.
Yes.
half of the Pale
Moving
Riders
All
forward.
already.
right.
Wow, I
I
don't
hadn't
think I'm
checked
halfway
yesterday.
there yet. I'm like close to halfway.
Nice. I'm
But,
not
yeah,
halfway.
nice.
Unless some miracles have happened when I'm on the show, and I haven't been doing my frantic refreshing. So
I had to fix the thing because I had OCD. I went and checked on it before the show, and I fixed it.
ah,
You'll see.
Okay, that's good.
because I was like, can't have that.
All right. So Soft Lofty is yours. And what's yours, Laurie?
I don't really have a good explanation for this, but I would really like a battle action Skeletor figurine.
Yes.
I had one of those as a kid. So my sister and I used to watch He-Man. We used to watch all the shows. You know what I mean? But He-Man was
I knew I
cool.
liked her.
And
I
He-Man
knew I
had
liked her.
right? And He-Man had the best
Oh,
figures,
yeah.
right? So there's the two of us. So in order to have drama, you have to have the good guy and the bad guy. And I always got the bad guy. And my mom blames, I don't know, she already knew that I was messed up from then because it's this, again, Sarah, 4-year-old in the toy store, Skeletor battle action with the like, you hit it in the chest and it goes,
Yeah,
and it
flips
turns and it
it's
has
got
like a
more
mark.
scratches.
Yeah. So 4-year-old
More
little girl.
scratches grow every time you hit it.
Mhm. My mom's like, you want this ugly skeleton face? What the hell, you know? But I've always been like this, right? So battle action Skeletor. In fact, my niece for Christmas got me this, which is the
Oh,
Masters of the their little figures. And when I
Mhm.
finish building my desk for my new office, which I'm in, this will go on the shelf and be displayed proudly. So here is
Nice.
Skeletor. But the battle action
Fish
one
is
was
digging
the
for
coolest.
stuff.
Fish went to go share. We're having
Fish is
show
getting
and
his
tell.
story. Yes.
Um,
That why not? Because I could go grab mine too, because I had
You
to
have
rebuy it.
the
All right.
battle action one.
I do have the battle action somewhere in the garage. I rebought all the whole He-Mans. That was something
Yeah.
I had to do.
Oh my God, Fish!
Yeah.
Is that your dice tower?
Are you okay?
Wait, he doesn't have his earbuds on yet.
I feel like you just.
I got the same dudes, and I built the Castle Grayskull dice tower.
Dice
so
tower,
I could-
yes.
I could display all my little guys on there and stuff because my wife was buying them all for me, like
Okay.
from the dollar store or
Cool.
whatever. So I had to. When you said it and you showed them, I had to go get that and show you.
Nice.
It's so cool. See,
It
this
is
is
pretty
why we
damn
all get
cool.
along, right?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
And Matt has said, Matt said, I just agreed, and I didn't know I just agreed, but I will agree to this because we have the Blu-ray. So yeah, if we reach 1,200 by the end of the show, if Immortal Era does, then I will rewatch Goonies. I'll tell my wife, honey, let's watch Goonies, and she's sleeping right now, so she's completely impervious to all the hatred that I brought into this show. So
If
she
you
doesn't
would
know
go, I'd be willing to sit through Titanic. I would do that for you as much as I hate it.
If we all hit gold today, we can just do a watch party or some shit. You guys
Movie
can watch
party,
us
there we
watching
go.
Titanic.
I'm
Yeah.
impervious to both of those movies, so
you don't care. All right.
I don't
you can
care
make me
about
watch
that.
World War Z, and I can get pissed off the whole time. if you
I've
want
never
it.
seen World War Z, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I
if
have.
you've never
I
read the
don't
book,
remember much.
it's an okay movie standalone. It's a zombie movie.
Mhm.
It's your typical. There's Brad Pitt. There's action. Blah blah blah. But if you've read the book, basically what they did is take the name of the book, put Brad Pitt, and gave him the name of the journalist, and then
Mm.
nothing else is the same.
Okay.
so okay. What's the one? The shit. I gotta Google it. 'Cause
Yes,
I can't
just
remember
like
the name
that.
of it.
Exactly, Sarah.
There's another story like that.
Oh,
Where they
there's a
just-
whole bunch of stories like that.
Slapped a name from someone else's popular book
Yeah,
on the.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like that movie was garbage, but it was probably fine if you didn't read the book first. But
Right.
if
Yeah.
you read the book, like it's like they took the least fun parts of that book and they put that into the movie, and
Yeah.
then they managed to screw that up too.
Yeah, and we talked about that because I think the first time you were on, Sarah, one of the questions was, "What's the worst film adaptation?" So you spent some time
I feel
talking
strongly
shit
about
about
this.
that bad movie, and it is because I mean I've read the book and seen the movie, and I think the movie's
I
just
will
boring.
say the robot and having Alan Rickman voice the robot,
Mhm.
That was probably the best part
Can't
of the
lose
movie.
with
Yes.
that. Yeah,
only good part. Yeah.
any Alan Rickman's gonna be good.
The casting wasn't bad. That was what it pissed me off. Like they had a good cast. They
I-
had
I
Yeah.
think they edited the shit out of that movie and made it unwatchable.
yes.
That's
There
my
might
theory.
be a good cut
If-
that lives somewhere.
Yeah.
There may be.
Yeah, I just there was no reason for it to be so bad, and God,
I do know I've never
if Douglas
laughed
Adams had
harder.
still been alive when that movie was made, he never would have allowed that cut to make it to theaters. He never would have let that cut see the light of day. I believe that in my heart. He never would. He would have made it
They
so
could have
much more
paid him
faithful.
enough money where he didn't care, like Max
True.
Brooks in World
That's
War
fair.
Z. Because
But it was so much easier to just wait till he was dead, right?
yeah, that's the thing. They didn't
The
have to
kids
pay
don't
him. He's
care.
dead. You don't have to pay people when they're dead, unless you're in my world.
Yes.
I mean, in that case, you just send it to the retirement community. Good luck.
All right. So,
Ed, what's
Fish, what do
yours?
you want to own from your
Oh
pet?
wait, we skipped Ed. I always skip Fish. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed us his Castle Grayskull, but he didn't tell us what he wants to re-own.
He already has that.
He doesn't
If it's
have-
anything of mine, I would want it to be my He-Man collection that I was saving that I wanted to share and play with my kids someday.
Aw.
And my favorite thing about He-Man was that you could break them up. You could take the arms off and stuff and put them together and change out the armor and make like new characters out of the pieces the way they did in the assembly line. And that was my favorite thing about them. That's one of the things that spurred my imagination so much as a kid. And then my mom saw that as a box of broken toys and sold it for like 25 cents at a yard sale. And that broke my heart because I was like 19 and I was saving this for my kids. Like I knew I was going to enjoy this with them one day. And
Yeah.
I wish I had that back. If it's anything, I would go back and steal my cousin's toy robot, the giant freaking samurai shogun warrior robot dudes, you know, with like the shooting hands that shot off and the missiles that'll choke and kill you and all that stuff. I wanted to play with that thing so bad at his house, and he wouldn't let me play with it because it's not a baby toy. And he wouldn't even play with it. I would go steal that. If I could do anything, I would do that.
So there you go. You need that one. Yeah. For me, I rebought so many of the old toys. The one that I had to have was the Megatron gun. Because now Megatron's a tank, but that's bullshit. Megatron is not a
What's
tank.
a gun? Yeah.
He's a gun. And I had to actually go buy it. I had to import it from Japan because the US won't even sell the gun version of Megatron. So that would have been my number one, but I was finally able to hunt one down, a proper gun Megatron. So I guess the thing I would want now, I had it when I was really young, and it was this giant Godzilla, and you press the back of it, and it spit little fire thing. It's like a little fire tongue. And I loved that Godzilla.
Had like the shoot-off fist. Was it that one?
Yeah, he had the shoot-off fist and the little tongue thing.
Which makes no sense for Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla never lost his fists. I mean, the fire makes sense, but it just looked like a little tongue. So I would have him trampling Star Wars figures. Like, all right, Luke, try to battle Godzilla. And Luke would always get squashed because I would make the bad guys win because that's just my brain. Like, you know, I'm tired of all these movies where the good guys win. It's bullshit. So Luke would get Luke would get squished. He'd be trying to battle and like, nope, you can't win, Luke. And Darth Vader would side up next to the Godzilla. So I'd like that Godzilla back.
After I ran my first successful Kickstarter on my own, after Green Zone, I got myself the rubber Godzilla, like the segmented one, not with the arms and stuff, but the you know, the one that I had as a kid that I played with a lot. I bought myself one of those off of eBay. Stunk like cigarettes, but I'm so glad that he's up there on the shelf.
Yeah,
it was nice to have.
I need to get one for myself because my youngest daughter, we just love watching the cheesy old Godzilla and like King Kong sequels. So that we both love those together. So I would love to have that. We would probably display it in the living room, and my wife would look at it and not be pleased, but that's okay. I'd be like, no, you don't understand. He squished Luke. He's the ultimate badass of the universe. And I mean, again, 25 years, she's figured me out by now, but yes, that's the one that I haven't already rebought. I rebought all the old Masters of the Universe ones. I rebought all the Transformers I used to own. Because, yeah, you get a job, and that's what you do as an adult. You rebuy your old toys. At least maybe the people in this room. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because I had to really think about this because a lot of the stuff that I used to used as a kid was like creative stuff, like drawing and an easy bake oven. And I don't really need those back because I've graduated to like real oven.
You have an
like
actual
real
oven,
bake.
yeah.
So I don't need that stuff back. But man, that battle action was so cool.
The one thing I
love that
have
one.
been looking for is one of those Monster Maker toys, like where you put the plates in and the paper and you do the crayon over it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You can make
yeah.
all different monsters and superhero figures and stuff. I played with that thing forever. I can draw now. I can draw whatever I want now. But I still really kind of want to make one of those with like, better plates that could make more universal things that match better. And I think that would be so much fun to do. I had so much fun playing with that thing.
I remember those. And then that makes me think of those mad scientist kits that they used to have. And you would have like the dissect an alien and you'd throw the guts in there with some slime. And then they had the one where you could put the little, I don't even know what it was. You put the little foam around the skeleton and you drop it in the vial and then all the stuff melts off and you just see the skeleton left in there.
We had one of those. Yeah.
I'd love to play with that again, because even if I go on eBay and rebuy it, all the materials you need are going to be old and useless. So I just want to be able to drop the alien in there and watch his skin dissolve and become a skeleton again. Like that was fun, and that you can rebuy it, but you can't replay with it because none of the stuff's going to work anymore. So yeah, that.
Probably most of that stuff is banned.
Oh, yeah. Like, I remember I used to have the big chunky metal mold plates that my brother used to use because he was like 8 years older than me. And you put like the plastic toxic pellets in there and put it in the oven and melt it in your home oven, put out toxic fumes in the house, and then have, these rocket hot molds come out that you make your own little plastic toys, which was super safe. And, even I had a chemistry set with like, real radioactive material in it as a kid. And, not the best idea.
It's a wonder we survived our childhoods.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
just
think
for
anyone
going
was
outside and not having anybody know where you were the whole day. Just that alone.
Just get on your bike and go. And they're like, they're fine.
I remember the shit that I did when I would leave for the whole day, and that was not safe.
No.
Yeah. Oh, we were just stuck outside, and we had this big underground dirt hole that we just hung in because we lived in the desert and it was hot as shit. So
see, that's kind of where I'm glad things have changed so much, because like you could not have given me access to the internet and that much free time unwatched out the wild. Like I would have blown myself up by 6 years old at least. Like I never would have survived middle school. I would have caused real damage.
Because they won't put the warnings in front of the instructions. They'll put the instructions and then the warnings, and you're never gonna read the warnings. They do that, and that's what now, that kind of power would have been
my kids got access to the internet, but they don't go outside. So like I'm gonna catch them the first time they try and build an incendiary device. It's
they're not in the woods unsupervised.
Yeah.
And I've been collecting things like raccoons.
I was in the woods in a junk pile like 10 miles from home all day.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to let the panel decide. Do we want to do question 3? Because we've talked a lot with questions 1 or 2. So, all right. Question 3. If you don't mind, then let's do it. All right. So, Fish, what imaginary universe or what fictional universe do you want to live in?
See, this is the one that spurred a very weird conversation last night, because I was thinking through it, and most of them are a hell no right off the bat. From like Star Wars, which you got cool aliens and tech, but basically it's just like today, and a dictator can take over, and everybody's like, it's not bothering me, and let it happen. Like I can't take that. Every place else, like there's zombies are going to eat you, or Galactus is coming to destroy the world and going to eat us, or like there's vampires and monsters and werewolves. Like there's too much danger everywhere to like just be able to live a life and be happy. And I don't want to be the star of the show in whatever world I'm living in. Like but like, most movies I can't go to because I'm gonna be one of the guys that gets killed or something. Like, I don't want to do that. And I was trying to think through all the universes, and for a split second, I landed on porn. And for a moment, it sounded good because like everybody's in great shape, or if you're not, everybody's really into that. Everybody's well endowed, everybody's happy, there's no fighting, there's no war. Worst case scenario, like the worst things that are going to happen is like your wife catches you cheating and gets mad, and all of a sudden you're in a threesome. So like everything sounds good on the surface, but like I can't believe there's any place to get any peace in this world. Like, sure, there's no cramps and Charlie horses, but like the sheer amount of mess is I can't deal with it. I can't.
Nobody can eat that much pizza.
Yeah, well, and you never get to eat the pizza anyway.
Do they ever eat the pizza?
I think they do. Yeah, just rotting pizzas, just stack them in the corner. And your plumbing never gets fixed.
But like it's, no, I can't do it. And I don't like people that much. I don't want to have to engage that much with everybody that I meet. No, thank you. And I came down to Star Trek because, like, for the most part, as long as I don't like decide to move out to the edge of the neutral zone or something, I can live a perfectly idyllic life wherever I want to. Anywhere inside the hundreds and hundreds of worlds of the Federation, I can be absolutely happy. I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. I can just do what I'm best at for the betterment of everybody. So, like, instead of drawing comics, I would probably be programming, holodeck simulations for people. But I could tell stories all day long, do what I'm good at, and enjoy that. And my family's fed and educated and safe, and we have a nice home. And hands down, that's where I want to go. There's no disease. Tourette's would have been done with a hypo spray. I'd be able to walk wherever I wanted to, whenever I want to. Hands down, Star Trek.
I would agree with that one too. You just got to make sure you're on the right planet.
A lot less mess too.
This is the best show. This is the best show. It is.
See, when we get this panel together, it's always beautiful. Like here we are an hour. Normally I can zip through all three questions in an hour, and we talked so much. It's like we could go on for 3 hours on this show.
And that's just what you actually hit the go button for. Like we were having a whole thing before too.
Yeah, conversation before we started.
So yeah,
we just have to bring back the same three people so that we can actually talk about that live.
Yeah, let's bring that as a topic because it's a good one. Our campaigns are going for. We can do it toward the end of the campaigns.
That's awesome. I got openings at first week of August.
Okay,
let's do it.
Let's make that. Hey,
that's when I launch.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and Fish can come back and then
so Fish can be live at that point too. So that'll be perfect. All right, so Laurie, what fictional universe are you going to live in? And I'm sorry I made you. Anyone going second? It's like, all right, good luck. Fish has stolen this question.
Well, and I mean, for me, it's where can I be a badass? So I picked two. One, I would definitely live in the Blade universe because I would be hunting vampires with Blade. Like, give me all the weapons, give me all the cool toys. I want to cut all the things up and shred them into pieces. Or I would love to be in the Matrix. If you could just upload all of the tech and the things that I need to know in order to be the ultimate badass, just call me Trinity. I'm running on rooftops. I'm gone.
Yes.
Right?
Just like taking 30 seconds to download something and all of a sudden you know how to fly a helicopter.
I want to fly helicopters. I want to ride motorcycles the wrong way and on the freeway. Yeah, I mean, like I already know martial arts. Just give me all the rest of them, and then I can just run around and I can beat up all the machines, and then I won't feel like they're not real.
Taekwondo. I wasn't Taekwondo when I was in high school, but
I know Kung Fu. Hello.
I'm not willing to take the trade-off for that one.
Taekwondo doesn't have the same ring as Kung Fu.
No, when he says, I know Kung Fu.
The Matrix, you just don't want to go to the ship because that is a shitty.
No. I want to live in the Matrix.
In the Matrix.
In the Matrix. I want to wear the pleather and the cool sunglasses.
So you want to be in the tank with the thing in the back of your head being.
I mean, that's fine. If I'm not aware that I'm eating sludge, I don't care. It looks like
but then if you're in the Matrix, you're not going to be Trinity. You're going to be a drone working at your desk all day,
That's okay.
turning
I'll
out
come
expense
out.
reports. And
I'll come
stuff.
out and then go back in and go beat
Laurie's
up all the
brain
things.
works way too weirdly to not end up breaking free of the Matrix. So
I'm
you'll
already
I have complete confidence in
free.
you would break free, no problem.
Heck yes.
Probably when you were like 4 years old.
I'm
I think she
4-year-old
would
Trinity jumping
I think
buildings.
she would get recognized, turned into
Oh.
baby food, and fed to the other people in pods. that's
I'm
what
okay
I
with
would do
this.
in the Matrix.
It's a trade-off for me. I would trade eating oatmeal every day in order to go into the Matrix and wear a pleather like duster jacket and shoot people and use a sword
And
all the
sunglasses
time.
that never fall off no matter what
Glasses
you do.
and drive the car on the freeway and like dodge the. I'm there. Like put me in, coach. I'm ready. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
Put me
So you
there.
don't care.
So my
Just
thing is, if
minimize
I
the
was
ship
Neo, I
time.
would have got to the end a lot faster.
Well, then I'm not
Because
killing
none of it's real.
people,
So
right? I'm killing robots.
Yeah.
So the morality is gray.
Yes.
I don't feel bad. Kind of like killing vampires. I mean, like you could kill a vampire that's like, wait, I'm friendly. Sorry.
Nope.
And then you could have like guilt, but
That's
with the
gonna be
robot.
in any universe where you are any kind of chosen one or badass of any sort. You're gonna run into that because there's no black and white to bad guys and good guys. So eventually you're gonna get somebody that
Unless
didn't
you're
deserve
Superman and boring. Sorry.
Well, and eventually, I think as time goes on, it's going to eat at you like it does with PTSD about all those people that you took out. Like, and were they all bad just because,
Right.
just because they were this one group? Like, could they all have really been monsters?
Vampires. Yeah.
Like,
But
they
the robots, I
had
mean,
families and,
meh.
killed the kids too because they had fangs. So, but,
Now we're in the green zone.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah.
We
That's
made
why
it.
my stuff's so messed up because I think
Yeah.
about it all too much.
Yes.
And then Virgil is there, and we're like, don't pick on Virgil. Leave him alone.
Poor Virgil. He got his piece
Poor
once. All right. So Sarah, where are you gonna live?
I had originally thought Star Trek too. And then I thought, Star Trek for someone like me, I would end up never going outside because I'd have all my needs met. I would just stay in my house and build stuff all day, and I would never do anything. That would be it.
Oh no.
And that's why Star Trek would be a bad one for me. Like I need to be slightly compelled to go and do anything. Which is why I thought so then it narrowed it down to 3 for me. And the one I think I'm settling on is the Elder Scrolls universe from the video games. I want to live in Frostcrag Spire in Cyrodiil and have my little magic tables and everything, and there's a little graveyard in the basement, and there's a whole garden in there. It's in a magical garden, so like if I forget to water it for 3 weeks, it's fine because it's magical. That doesn't happen in the real world. And then I can stay in there and do stuff, but eventually I'm going to have to leave to get more supplies. And so then I'll encounter my adventures and magic.
You can't just Amazon your supplies in there.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess I could hire somebody to do it. I think that exists in that universe. Surely it does.
Magical Amazon.
Yeah. And
Wizards
before that, I was
Gold
kind of thinking along the lines of Laurie of doing badass stuff in a badass universe, and I was like, ooh, Firefly universe, cause space, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love space, and I am so
Reverse.
not against that because they don't get access to like because it would get boring eating the oatmeal all the time, right? And just sitting in a ship all the time, but they don't only get they get to go and land sometimes and not eat and then get out and like see the sun and not eat the oatmeal, and that would be and then like they get to go do like dangerous adventurous jobs, and if you want to be on the danger end of it, you can be Mal or Zoe, but if you want to be on the safer end of it, you can be Simon or Jewel State. What is her name? The mechanic.
The engineer, yeah.
Yeah, she's a very important part of the team, even though I can't remember her name. Shit. Kaylee. Her name's Kaylee.
There we go.
Yeah, like or Wash, pilot extraordinaire until they speared him through the chest. Spoiler alert.
Bastards.
I know.
Callie. Kaylee?
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 Yeah,
Kelly?
it's Kaylee, but I think it's spelled Kaylee. I've seen it in the subtitles.
Mm.
And it's her full name is something big and complicated.
See, my thing is, when I think about any of these worlds, I don't think of like me being Neo in the Matrix. I think of me being a fat cripple in the Matrix, and I know that's not going to work out in my best interest. Like, I'm not going to be doing any judo flips. And
No, but you could fly the spaceship.
Oh
you
yeah,
could still
I
be
could
an
do
important
that.
part of the Firefly team.
Dying over
Fly
here.
the spaceship or fix the engine, and you'd still get to go out and like when
You could be Link.
Yeah.
Until there's a loud explosion that
You could
scares
be
me and I
Link.
start into a Tourette's fit, and then I'm flopping around on the ground and the ship's spiraling and we all die. But up until then, it was great. You know, yeah. There's issues.
You can make the oatmeal.
I could. I'm making
Oatmeal's
me
bad.
oatmeal. I love me some oatmeal.
I've seen you bake cakes. You can make that oatmeal. You can make the best oatmeal in the Matrix. Which then you feed to me, and I go kick the asses and come back and thank you for oatmeal.
I don't understand. So for the Matrix, I understand why they don't have sugar because sugar's a plant.
Mhm.
But I don't understand why they don't have salt.
That's
Would
true.
not that grow
There should be
better
some
with a
salt
little
they can pick somewhere.
And also, that's a vital nutrient. You need salt or you'll die.
Well,
So-
if nothing else,
They just engineer it all.
recycle just about everything. You should be able to scrape it out of sweat or something.
Yeah, so like why do they not have salt? And they talk about how much that food sucks, but
Well-
salt would make it better.
At least they don't have our logo, which is if it screams while you eat it, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It screams while you eat it.
So they're eating better food than what we could provide. Or at least less guilt-free food.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say because Sarah's food is so cute, you don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
In our world, it just sucks.
I sort of like made a little like if you eat before it's fully mature, like the cats, they don't become cats until they grow up completely. So like if you ate it when it was like that big, it would be fine. But if you wait till it gets to be a full-size pepper, it's gonna grow sentience. So you can't.
So they're not
eat
produce
them.
kittens. They don't start that
No,
way.
Oh my
produce
god,
kittens,
that
only
would be
produce
terrible.
I forgot all about the produce part. I thought we were just talking about it's okay to eat kittens, but once they're full-on cats, it's not okay anymore. And I was like, this is a whole set of rules I've never been exposed to
Fish!
before.
I mean, it's like I'm sure somebody's eaten kittens before. Like I don't think we do
Oh,
that in
I'm
this country.
sure.
But, like people have eaten kittens before. I don't.
Goodbye,
I
everybody.
feel like that's a huge waste of your time because kittens are little, but
Well, yeah, there's a lot less meat.
yeah,
You know.
it's not a lot of point to it. And
Yeah.
also they're adorable, and then you'd feel terrible, wouldn't you?
Squirrels are too, but you know.
Call me a monster. Yesterday, everybody was coming for me. Listen to this.
Yeah.
This is-
Oh, it was beautiful.
Oh,
They were
country
attacking
boy.
you just
There ain't
like
nothing
I
we
do
won't
nothing
eat to
evil
get
in my
hungry
books.
I was like, I don't think I've suggested. Well, there are cannibals in my world. We just haven't met them yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, nobody has seen me suggest to eat people in my book.
Oh my god, I
yet.
totally need to be a cannibal in your book.
Yeah, we get cannibals by issue 3 in
Yes.
mine.
Make fish a cannibal in your
I
book.
That explains how you
Yes!
have such a fat man in the book. Because you have can.
You just wait. When we get to this, it's in issue 8. When we get to the place and they're eating stuff, and then you're like, what are they eating?
Ah.
Oh no.
That's it, guys. That's the moment.
So now issue 7 has the moment. Now issue 8 also has the moment.
Well, see, everything is going to change after issue 7. Issue 7, we've
Okay.
been like all the things. Are we going into campaign talk?
You know what? Yeah.
Might
I'll
as
say
well.
We
I'll
didn't
make
hear
my
your universe.
All right. So my universe.
Sorry, I was like,
I
oh,
want to
fuck.
live in the Shire after all the stuff has gone down.
Yes.
Take me after they've got rid of Saruman.
Solid.
After
Oh my
the
god.
ring's been destroyed, I'm going to the Shire because you know
I want to be a
adventure
hobbit.
could come your way. You don't have to live a boring, long existence. There's gonna be some adventure because Gandalf likes to hang there, so maybe wizards are gonna come in. You could get whisked off into an adventure, or you could just chill and be a hobbit and do your thing. So
I want
go-
11sies and second
Solid.
breakfast and
I'm
herbs from the
entirely
Shire.
too fat. I'm entirely too fat to
We
eat
all
that
change our
many
answer to
meals.
that. That's it. We're all there. We're all habits.
I wouldn't be able to roll out of my round door anymore after a year of living in the Shire. And again, I don't want to live in any place that's got freaking dragons and wraiths and stuff running around. I don't care if they're in the outskirts. What's saying they're not going to move through our territory at some point and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, they've got all these, strawberries and stuff growing right now. Let's roll through there with a team of orcs and harvest." I don't want to live there. No, I'm good. I'll live
have
on
to
that
worry about
no-name Beta 17 planet in Star Trek where nothing ever happens and nobody comes for away visits and we just sit there and do our thing.
Just do your thing. Yeah, there's plenty of planets to pick from in Star Trek, and you can find the peaceful one. The Shire, there's always a chance because I mean, if not in the movie, but in the books, the Shire gets wrecked, but it gets rebuilt, and I'm coming after it's rebuilt. I don't want to go through any of the other nonsense, but after the rebuild, move in, find myself a nice hobbit hole, and retire there.
You are way too tall to go to Hobbit.
That's true.
Everybody else is dying. There's Ed.
Yeah, we saw what happened to Gandalf. He's just breaking his head on everything.
Yeah, they're like, "Sorry, sir, this is the highest ceilings we have." Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've hit my head too many times. I would never.
One of these things is not like the other.
All right. So now let's talk campaigns. So I'll pull yours up, or let's see. If you want to pull yours up, you can, Laurie. It's up to you.
All right.
Actually, let's see. I think I got it. Here's where I slow click around. Oh, if you want to do it, go for it. You know what you're doing.
Sure. You just got to put it on the screen.
All right.
Ta-da.
There you go.
Here she is.
Woohoo!
She's
All
the
right.
going.
Oh, you cruising up there.
Yeah.
Tell us what this one's all about.
Why
we're not picking your universe to live in.
My universe is terrible.
Many reasons.
Right. So if you guys know Path of the Pale Rider, you already know we're getting into some chaos this episode. But if you're not familiar, Path of the Pale Rider is a world where death is broken. And so we have the undead, but they're not. Oh, it covers my face. That's great.
Yeah.
Cover me up. It's fine. We have people where death is broken. They're still in their bodies. Their soul just never left when their body died. So they are actively decaying. So they might be themselves at first, but as their brain rots, they lose their humanity. They get forgetful. They can get violent, and it hits everybody differently. And it's people, animals, insects, fish. It's everything. Death is broken. And so when you think about the consequences to that, the overpopulation, the famine, because again, the meat still moves when you eat it. The insects do not, stop eating. Pesticides don't work. Dead fish are still swimming around they're not sinking to the bottom. They're actively swimming through the water, contaminating water. You have a major crisis, right? You have this overpopulation. You have people that are becoming more and more chaotic as time goes on, and there is no way out. There's no bullet to the brain. There's nothing, right? You're stuck here. And so in this series, we start 10 years into that apocalypse. Things have devolved back to the Wild West. So we have this cowboy, Jude St. Clair, who is kind of like the last guy that's still searching for the answer. Everybody else has just moved on, man. There's a crisis. We all suck it up for a little bit, and then you're just moved on. You want to just focus on survival. So he's been following conspiracy theories, and he is agreed to break into this undead retirement community. Hey, Matt, to see what it's about in exchange for safe passage to where he wants to go. And so you have to see this is a huge part of the story. When we get through issue 7, I'm not joking, everything changes moving forward. This is chaos in one episode. and it's a lot of fun. So you could see a lot of the great art we have. We have. Oh, I don't want to show that. Sorry, secret just got spoiled. Did you see it? I don't know. Did you see it? Maybe you did. If you watch this video right here, I actually let a handful of other creators read a portion of the script, and then they did this spoiler-free reaction. And this will tell you everything you need to know about what's coming in this issue. It's a big deal. There's our elevator pitch. I'm not going to watch any of the videos, guys, but you can see, you know, what the inside looks like. My team is on their A game. Gilbert Perez does amazing pencils and inks, and Matt Chambers is on colors. And then, of course, myself on letters, and Rachel Bullock is our ever faithful editor who keeps us on track and makes sure that we don't mess up. So there's a lot on this campaign. I'm going to scroll pretty quick so you guys can see like the gorgeous variant covers that we have. We have Terry Parr, we have Les Gardner, we have William Russell. I have Wade Coldling and Catherine Burkhart. There's amazing art on this. We have a ton of merch. I have a whole you could wear a Path of the Pale Rider shirt every single day of the week. We have that many. They're all different designs and styles depending on what you like. They are all available on this campaign as either a tier or an add-on. And so you can have fun picking out and customizing your own tier. We run specials. You can have two. You get a deal for doing 2 cover combo. It's $20 instead of the $15. So you get a half off, you know, the price of a cover. Got lots of options. I have a digital catch-up tier, which is really popular this time around. So you can read them all digitally. This is great for overseas. I have a mini catch-up tier. So if you're just finding Path and you're interested, but you don't want to commit to the whole 7 issues, you can get 1 through 4. I actually have just issue 1 on here as well. So that, like, for example, we're doing some cross promotion. If you find me through Sara, or if you find me through Ed and you're interested in getting started, you can just pick up a issue number 1. One of the cool things we do is hot sauce. You have to go look at all this other stuff, guys. We don't have the time. I mean, the sad pancakes, the mugs, the rebound books, you can add on scratch and sniff sticker to any cover. I mean, like, we really do a lot of stuff. The hot sauce is super popular. This is great because if you are out of state and you're interested in these hot sauces, this is the time to stock up, because this is the only place you can't get it from my website. If you're in Texas, you can get these from me at a Comic-Con, but that's it. Like, this is the time to stock up on these. You can get, here's the one for the sampler, which is our most popular, but in the add-ons, you can add on a single, a triple, or the whole flight of 5. So there's options for you there. We just unlocked a poker card this morning because we hit 50 backers. And so we unlocked the lovely Bandita Cold as Ice Lola. And so she is your Queen of Spades. So if you back the physical tier, you're going to be building this poker deck. If you're just finding us now, all of these other poker cards that we have unlocked are in the add-ons. They're super cheap with no shipping, so you can build your poker deck. I don't want anybody to ever, you know, when we get to the end, you don't want to be missing a poker card, and that's my goal, is everybody can get caught up. So there will be 2 decks by the time we're done. And of course, we have a plethora of stretchables, scratch and sniff stickers. Say that 3 times fast. Slice and dice, where I murder fruits and vegetables, which is hilarious. If you ever seen me do this, I love to murder fruits and vegetables dressed up as Pikachu. You get to participate in the murder. You get to tell me what the name of the fruit or vegetable, and you get to pick the weapon of destruction. It's great. We have gummies coming. This is the Candy Crypt. There's a link here so you can check them out. They're a Texas-based family-owned business that will be putting together little single-size fun packs of gummies. Yeah, seriously, I'm talking fast because there's a lot on here. And that's coming from Matt, which means something because his campaigns are the same. They're up there. We have Prince. We have roasted coffee. We have fresh roasted coffee roasted by yours truly. I will send you beans so that you can have a cup of coffee with me on the Tuesday morning brew. And if we get to it, we had a big James short. It's 8 pages, and someone might be doing the interiors if we get there. I'm just throwing that out there.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah. We have this great collaboration, and I hope you like my meme because who doesn't love wrestling? So if you back POTPR, I'm excited for you. If you back POTPR and Immortal Era, we have a double-sided metal card that'll be coming to you. If you back POTPR and Produce Cats, we have a plethora of stickers to send you. We have a Dino Nugget and Gary the decomposed avocado. And then if you back all 3, you get all the goodies. And again, these are free goodies that you get just for supporting indie comics. I got a ton more stuff on here. We got riddles and short films. And if you want to learn about my crew, they're amazing. Please go check them out and all of their socials. We have a ton of stuff and no AI on this. Please go check it out. You can get wooden covers, t-shirts, sketch covers, custom pops, retail things, and all of it. And I will stop talking now. I actually took 3 breaths in all of that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Actually, Sarah, we'll put you in the spot and let me get your campaign ready to go. So just give me a second. Produce Cats.
My pitch will be significantly shorter. I don't have as much stuff.
I have a problem. I know I have a problem.
Lack of hot sauce. That's your problem.
What?
It's the lack of hot sauce. Cat stickers and hot sauce go together like peanut butter and pastrami.
I feel like offering any food-related stuff for this would be a little weird because they're cats too.
Yeah, there's some salsa ingredients sitting right there in your front picture, and you're like, no.
Cat salsa. They're just all dead. There's X's over their eyes.
A jar with some
Oh my
kale.
god! I should have given. No, Gary can't be dead. He has to be a zombie because you guys, your universes, they can't die. So no, he has to be a zombie. I was like, we could have given him like one bad eye. I've got a literal, actual live cat here that has just one eye.
Oh, poor kitty.
He looks ridiculous. He's adorable. So yeah, Produce Cats is I came up with this. I was just goofing around, and I showed all my friends, and they are like, "This is great. You should do something with this." And then I have to give credit to Mr. Fish here because I was having one of those. You know, you all have one of those days where you just have that like crisis of faith in yourself. Where you're like, I should just quit. And I'll just go get a job at the grocery store. It'll be fine. I don't need to do comics anymore. And because I was sitting here going, you need to have money to make the money to comics to make the money to make more comics, right? And so I'm like, what do I do? And Fish was the one who was like, you got other stuff. You don't only have comics. And I was like, oh, duh, you're right. I'm dumb. And I was like, everybody loves these things, and everybody keeps saying you should make stickers out of them. And I did make stickers out of like the original OG Veggie Cat.
Yeah.
And actually, I was thinking about I have enough of these guys left, these hollow or OG hollow avocados, and I was like, I could probably give those like as a first day reward. And I didn't announce that, but like maybe I'll do that.
Everybody loves little free extra for first day backers.
Free stuff is the best.
Yeah, and so like I got stickers. And they're big, nice 3-inch stickers. And I've got magnets, and they'll also be nice big. And I'm actually I was unhappy, like, you know how usually you get those flimsy floppy magnets from, you know, the like the promotional style ones. I was like, this isn't good enough. These are obvious. Like, couldn't be more obvious that it belongs on your fridge in your kitchen, right? So I was like, they need to be beefier. So I actually ordered samples and stuff, and like, these are going to be beefy magnets. And there's wooden keychains. Actually, I have them still on my desk here, and you can either get them unpainted and do whatever you want with them, or I will paint them for you. You can choose one or the other. What else? Oh, there's a t-shirt. And I'm trying to figure out more stuff. The only thing notably we do not have is enamel pins, and that's just because
they're
tariffs
expensive.
are things. Yeah, like these are like enamel pins are kind of a trick to like. Well, I think we've all dabbled in enamel at this point, right? Like you guys can back me up when I say enamel pins are not cheap to get produced, and there's a minimum order quantity, and you got to be real thoughtful in that stuff. And I was like, I'd love to do this, but which one would I pick to do it? I can't do all of them, and so I thought, you know what? Next year, maybe we'll do some Produce Cat next year when everything is hopefully more settled down.
Yeah.
And because like I was terrified of just the tariffs. I was like, if I offer them and then I have to order them, but now the price is tripled, then then what's the point? Why did I even do this?
Yeah.
So I was like, no, we could. But I was also thinking that there's no reason why I couldn't make wooden ones.
Yes.
I got the ability to make wooden ones.
That's perfect.
And so I thought maybe I'd maybe we'll go down this afternoon and cut some smaller versions of these to do wooden pins.
Right.
And
I like
that
the
would be
acrylic
fun.
ones too, Sarah. I like those. I think those can be manufactured here in the U.S.
Yes, they
You
can.
could make your own with the laser engraver too. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh,
Like my southern might could.
Just the Texas popped out of it right
just
there.
came right out.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about that. Like, you can laser cut. We laser cut acrylic, and I actually, if you guys, there's a link down at the bottom of this campaign page, and if you go and put your email address on there, I've got acrylic stuff for upcoming campaigns. Like, the problem is I have 5 or 6 books but they're all coming out within, like, I have to make them first, and I'm just like, I want to share this stuff with everybody, but they're not done yet, so I can't. But acrylic stuff is absolutely on the list of merch that's coming out with these books. So, and I'm not going to share because I don't want anybody to steal my idea.
Yes.
It's a really good idea.
Darn, I love stealing ideas.
Speaking of,
Laurie probably has thought of it already, though.
No. That wasn't what I was saying. It was like my buddy Chris Brown, the one that Madness Entertainment Group said, Chris prints everything here, right here. So I was like, I have this idea to use the Candy Crypt for a gummies. And then Chris was like, that's a great idea. And then talked to them and ordered gummies. And he's showing off pictures of his gummies. And I was like, damn it. He beat me to my own game.
And
that's okay.
I've got some,
everybody wins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. These are add-ons of. I did a little poll of which one of my, because I have like 30 T-shirt designs that I've been selling for a while, and everybody, I was like, I can't put all 30 of them up there. I'll go crazy. So I picked the top 3, and if you want to see more, I guess email me and I'll send you the link. But
that'd be awesome.
I love the Pac-Man one. I wear that every time we're having pumpkin pie.
Oh man. That's perfect Thanksgiving shirt. It really is.
And Christmas
also,
too.
Like if you missed Power Broker, we ran Power Broker last year, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that I am a comic book maker. Like, we do make comic books, and I did take on the publishing for Power Broker, and we ran it last year, and so we've got 1 through 5, and you can grab them as an add-on from this campaign. So if you missed that, you can go ahead and grab those. And also, just FYI, Power Broker number 6, October 2025. So mark your calendars. And then and the free stuff, the collab stuff, right? You have to back Produce Cats, obviously, but if you back Produce Cats and Laurie or Ed's campaign, you can get Gary, the Rotten Avocado sticker. If you back Produce Cats, Laurie, and Ed's campaign, you get Gary as a sticker and as a magnet. And it's going to be, again, nice big 3-inch ones. I'm not going to screw around and give you the crappy little ones just because it's free. Just because it's a free gift. It's still going to be the big nice ones. So.
And you need Gary for your refrigerator.
Yes.
You need, if for nothing else, you need Gary on your refrigerator to remind you to check your avocados in your refrigerator so that they don't go bad.
So they don't become Gary. Yeah, because then they're inedible and gross.
Yes. Nobody wants to eat a Gary.
No.
That's the worst, man.
Sorry, Gary, but no, you're not appealing. Only in our universes, for Laurie and I, would someone eat Gary.
Yeah, like Gary would be in pretty high demand there, probably.
Yeah, Gary would be a delicatessen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It
is
is.
wiggly
Scream when you eat
hamburger
it.
meat.
Yep.
All right, so let me get the link to that one and throw it into the chat.
Yeah.
And you want to back all three so you can get Gary. You want sticker
Oh my
Gary
gosh.
and you want magnet Gary because you need a Gary that we were talking. He's a perfect bookmark, the sticker Gary.
He is. Yeah, he will be. And like, if you back all three, you are going to be swimming in free stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's from all three campaigns. Like, you're going to. Now, to the caveat is, like, if you back my campaign and you back Laurie and Ed at digital, you're still going to get your magnet and sticker. But if you back Ed and Laurie at digital, you're not necessarily going to get all those rewards. You got to back at physical levels for your guys' stuff.
Yeah,
right? So
for
you
the-
got to back at the physical level. But other
Yeah.
than that, like, you're going to be swimming in swag.
Yes.
Digital stickers, missed opportunity.
Isn't that what an NFT is? Basically.
Gary
I don't think
NFTs. All right, so I will pull my campaign up. I'll go quick because if you tune into the show, you'll hear about it for the next few weeks. So let me pull up Immortal Era, and then I can show you the card if nothing else. So you can see I have a big version of it on there.
Yeah.
So
I have a little
this-
spinning one, but Ed's is much easier to see.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Let me actually have it up and ready. Not my creator version. So let's see. And I'm bad at this. This is where I went to the eye doctor yesterday. I should have better vision, still just not great, but that's a story. That's a story for when I launch floaters and mess all your heads up bad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Oh,
read that, but I
no.
know I'm going to.
All right. So let me pull it up. This is issue 11 of Immortal Era. And just like Laurie's universe, in this world, death is broken. Everyone
Literally,
has gained
though.
immortality. And yeah,
Sorry.
literal,
Read it.
figurative.
Read it.
Death
know why
is
that's funny.
broken. Death is gone. Everyone has gained immortality. And they gained immortality in the year 2000. So this has a time jump to the year 2200, and we see what the world's become. There are no flopping fish in the water because by this point all of the resources have been consumed and there's nothing left to take. So the world's kind of divided up. Half the population live in these big crumbling cities. There's huge amounts of population control that's handled by the government, and the other half, those who don't live, well, let me see. I don't know. I guess I didn't put the other village. So the other half live in a big abandoned subway system. There, they're overrun with cannibals. There's gangs. If you have resources, people are going to come and try to steal them. So there's a group of heroes led by Dr. Man, who we see how he became the way he is, a decapitated head with no body left. We see that, but he's trying to atone for the sins of his past. He was a terrible human being when he was on the surface. Now he's down in the underground and he's leading these quests to find relics. And in the story, in the end of issue 1, Miguel finds a book. He steals a book from someone, and in this book, it explains exactly how everyone became immortal, and it sets up the quest that they're going to need to go on. They have to basically reassemble death. So small spoiler, but we're on issue 11. So they need to bring death back into the world by finding the pieces of the body parts of death that have been scattered in the world. And where we leave off, they're looking for the second piece, and they've entered into the headquarters of the robotic police that are in this world. And the robotic police, we find out exactly what's going on with them in the story as well. But now they've all found themselves trapped. They got in there, they were expected, and all three characters are now in big, precarious situations that they have to try to find a way out of. And this is issue 11. Issue 12 is the closing of the story arc, and that's mine, where I tell people, I've been saying all along, that's where I blow up this world, and you got to see what I mean by that. So here is a peek at the art of issue 11. It's not lettered yet because there's still some finalized colors that are going to come in. I think she's going to have those ready by Monday. And then at that point, we'll add some of the lettering in there as well.
Get
And
bitch
then-
slapped by Dr. Man is like the worst. It's the flying head. Just bitch slap. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah. I guess so.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yep. You got a decapitated head who just slapped you.
It's funny.
All right. So this is the story so far. If you want to know what happened, like you don't want to wait or try to catch up. If you want to read everything about every issue, it's right there. I'm going to jump it because that would give you spoilers to the entire series. I do have catch-up tiers, but for those who just want to jump in, read some quick summaries and do it that way, there's your summaries. And then the rewards, we have 3 different versions, 3 different covers. All 3 are by Cesar Oliveira, but the first one is just the standard one. The other 2, I only make 25. And a lot of my Kickstarter campaigns, they've sold out on the campaign where there's nothing left for my table at cons. So these variant prints go pretty quickly. The foil one, this is going to be the holofoil. They don't picture well, so this one you can see what it's going to look like, but trust me, it'll look 1,000 times better when it's done in that holofoil. The swords and even the white Immortal Era logo just really pop in holofoil. And I have most of the back issues available. I'm sold out of 3, but what I did since I'm sold out of 3 is I put my LA Comic-Con exclusive version up for the same price as the other back issues, so you can get 3. I have 1 copy of number 5. So 5, there's going to be 1 in the add-ons, and when that one sells, 5 is going to be sold out. And the 1 through 6, well, I guess 2 through 6, I won't be reprinting. 1 is still my bestseller at con, so 1 will stay in constant print. I just did a large batch of number 1, so plenty of those, but everything else, when they sell out, I'm going to let those stay out of print. I also have the Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales Volume 1. I just got those in. I have the Fisherman and His Wife story that I contributed to that one, but it also has all of the other stories, so it's a great read. I call this is great bathroom reading because it's short little stories. You can get them in and read them quickly. So yeah, these ones are great for that. I have my pin set. Speaking of expensive pins, that's why eventually it's going to be a 10-pin set, but I got to wait till things calm down with prices and tariffs before I start the next villain. And the next villain's going to be Tristessa, who's kind of the big bad of the entire series.
She's a bitch.
She is.
I thought of some merch for you.
Okay, cool.
You need a keychain that says bitch please.
Yeah, that
For
would
real.
be good. That would actually, and if you read the story, you would know.
That's hilarious. Or I would love to see some kind of merch that says Underground Buffet.
Ooh, I like it.
That would be a good one too. Welcome to the Underground Buffet, something like that.
Yes. I like those. Those are good ones, especially for the people. Those ones, if they come to the table, they might just buy one that says "bitch, please" because they find it funny.
Yes.
And then if they read the book, it'll make sense.
Yeah.
And that will be the final line spoken by one of the characters in the story when we get to issue 20. That'll be issue 23.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So yeah, I've already written the end of the story. So I started with the end because one thing I didn't want to do is just spin my wheels. I needed to know where the final was going to be. So the last few pages of the story are written. Not to say they won't be revised. I've already added some pieces and things to that, but the exact outcome of the story is there. And kind of the final line of every character from the story is there. And all I can say is the person who speaks that line would not be the obvious choice that you would think. So it's not going to be, oh, well, easy. That's going to be Ari's last line. Nope. Someone else's.
Oh, can't wait.
So couple original art pages available. I'm going to be adding more. I just need to photograph them and decide which ones I'm willing to part with. But this is the sequence I've been doing. Issue 1, page 1, issue 2, page 2. So this is 11/11, and 12/12 will be the last one that's done. And this one is still actually on the way from Brazil. So this is a picture that my artist took. So when I get them in hand, I think they're supposed to arrive next week. I'll take a cleaner picture, but 11/11, that's usually what my mom buys. She's got the whole sequence. And then there is the soft cover trades original art cover, and that's in the big mega bundle, because that's one thing Laurie said, just make a giant bundle with everything. So the mega bundle, you'll get that, you'll get a hoodie, you'll get a shirt, you'll get 2 graded copies of the book, you'll get all the different variant covers. So it is just a loaded one. You'll get a giant box full of stuff if you order that particular tier. And speaking of t-shirts, we have 4 new designs. Well, I guess 3 new designs and 1 older design. The first design, that's actually my most popular one. That's the one that sells the highest. That was from the foil cover for issue 6. Long sold out, but the shirt still does really well. And then we have the issue 11 foil, the soft cover trade cover one. And then they're also going to be available as hoodies or as zip up sweatshirts. A few different add-ons. I'm adding more as we go, but most of the add-ons are just back issues and things like that. We have the R.A. Chibi sticker, and I think I've already sold like 10 of those. So those tend to sell really well. And they were done by a fan at a con. She did the art for me after I met her at Phoenix Comic-Con, and I was like, oh my God, those would make beautiful stickers. And she goes, oh, I make stickers. So she made them, and they're actually little holographic ones too. Nice. And then we have the water bottle and the Garbage Pail Kids homage cover metal card. So the rest of it, meeting the team and the stretch goals, we'll go to the collaboration real quick. So the collaboration, these heads just having a good time because they're not dead. So
is that us? Is that?
Yes, that's us. We're the collaborators, just chatting about it. So I had to think of what I would use the picture. And yeah, as you can see, you don't die. So these heads are stuck on spikes, but yeah, they're just going to.
It's like they're having a laugh together.
They're going to keep each other entertained, because what else are you going to do in a shit world like this? You're a head on a spike. What are you going to do? Make jokes.
Yep.
Someone cracked a good joke, you can tell, because 2 guys are laughing. So, all right. So we're partnering. We've already talked about it, but this is the metal card. So you can see this cover from Path of the Pale Rider and the main cover from Immortaler. I didn't pick the foil one because that one's already going to be done in foil. And I think the greens in this are going to look really great when they're done in metal. And we have the big robot there. So some stuff. And then you can hear my impressions of Path of the Pale Rider #1. I did a little mini review of that, so it's right there. And then while you're there, subscribe to my channel if you're bored. Why not? And then if you back all of them, you get the Rotten Avocados. You get Gary. You get Gary Magnet if you do all 3, and sticker. And yeah, you want to back all of them for extra rewards. And I had to use the cat meme because produce cats. I mean, it's too obvious. All right. So
us with the memes, I love it.
So that is Immortalera #11. 12 is actually done. All the art for 12 is complete. So I'm thinking January for 12, because it was going to be October or November, but that's going to be set aside for Floaters, my horror story based on floaters developing in your eyes and turning you into a homicidal maniac.
You know, that tracks. That tracks. Yes. Those things do drive me crazy.
Oh yeah, and they were, and I tell people about that story, and I'm going to have Dan on. Dan was the artist. He's going to come on when we officially announce it and launch it. Dan will be joining us, and yeah, that one, the entire story was written in hospital waiting rooms and revised when crazy shit kept happening to me. So I was in the hospital waiting room. I was in 3 different waiting rooms one day for a total of 17 hours. And that's where this story developed. And as I was leaving the hospital waiting room, thinking, all right, finally, I'm done with this shit. I get attacked by a homeless woman who definitely made her way into the story because she ran up to me. She grabbed me by the shoulder. She started shaking me. She goes, "You're not real. You're not real." It's like, wow, this story is writing itself. What can I say?
What a day.
Yeah, that was a day. And then that the next day I went out for a run, which the doctor hadn't told me I wasn't allowed yet, and I got bit by a dog. I'm like, that's also gonna find its way into the story. So this is the what parts are true, what parts are fiction, obviously.
This is one truth and a lie. Two lies,
there-
one truth and two
too
lies,
many-
written by
there's
Ed.
like, yeah, there.
not
I
real life.
did not turn into a homicidal maniac. My family is fine. Otherwise, a lot of that shit's too true.
Is the
Gouging my
homeless
eye
woman
with a
fine, though?
Q-tip for 20 minutes, that really happened. So yeah, too much of it's real. And yeah, Dan was asking, did that really happen? Yeah, it did. He's like, oh, damn, that sounds horrible. So yes, floaters will be coming soon after Immortal Era. But right now, get Immortal Era, get Path of the Pale Rider, get all these books so you can get your free stuff, because free stuff is the best stuff.
Yes, my friends. I gotta go.
All right.
Bitch,
Well, it's
please.
been a while. It happens to all of us.
All right,
Yeah.
so Steven, I will be there. I'm doing a panel. I'll make my last little plug for that. Friday at the Omni Hotel across from San Diego Comic-Con Convention Center. I'll be doing a panel which is writing for indie comics. So if you're going to be there, Steven, please come check out our panel. Should be a lot of fun. We have some great creators there. And now we have gone. I think we have now made this officially the longest one because the conversations were way too good. And we'll be doing this again in August when Fish is live and we're at the tail end of our campaigns, hopefully looking with a lot of good funded stuff. And DM,
Missed the whole show, man.
you missed
Right.
it. Watch
Gotta
this
go
one back.
dude.
Go
Gotta
back.
It
go back.
was amazing.
Start over.
So yeah, Steph's going to be in a panel at
Yay.
Comic-Con. Matt, let me know which one.
Sweet.
I'll definitely go try to meet her in person. So yeah, let me know what
Cool.
panel. Send me a message. Let me know when, and then I'll send you my information. So hopefully she can come and see mine. All right. So back some books. Be ready to back Fish. Is it in pre-launch?
Yeah, it's in pre-launch now. GoMrFish.com.
All right.
And we're like 23 followers away from unlocking a freebie for all the first day backers. So
Nice.
for every 50 followers we get, we're going to unlock a new freebie. So go over there and give it a follow. Doesn't cost you nothing, and we give away free stuff. So
Follows
yeah,
are
be
free.
good.
And then real quick, I know I've said we're going to end, but we don't. So go MrFish.com. Yesterday, when we were doing our launch, we had Rogo doing a piece of art. This is the final art piece. Anyone
Wow.
who backs my book physical tier in the first 48 hours can win this original sketch. And then anyone who backs digital can win the complete digital version. He's going to color it. He's going to ink it. So that will be for the digital backers. For the physical, you'll get this and you'll get the digital that he makes. But you can win this original piece if you're one of the first 48-hour backers, and I pick you when I do the raffle. So we've said a lot. I think two of us are canceled, Laurie, and we can't be canceled. Laurie hates Superman. I shit on the Goonies. I almost lost the
You
room.
don't have to keep repeating
But-
it.
That's okay. You know
I
what?
escaped cancellation.
Criminals
with
always
The
out
Dark
themselves,
Knight.
Lori. That's the key to the game.
Yeah, but we've redefined Titanic. So watch back. If you're just tuning in, this was too much fun. It is the longest show we've ever had for a reason, because the conversation was that damn good. So I will not see you next week. I'll be at Comic-Con, hopefully finding a way to stream the panel on Friday. If not, we'll be recording it and we'll add it to the network later. So until then, back these books. Go follow Mr. Fish's book, and we will see you later. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Welcome back to the Immortal Era, a bleak world 200 years in the future where every human has gained immortality. However, this isn't the immortality of ageless vampires or lost boys. Instead, it's an existence where humans live far beyond what nature ever intended, leading to a society crushed by overpopulation and depleted resources. Countless citizens are now forced to survive underground in the ruins of an abandoned subway system, ruled by ruthless gangs and cannibals. Amidst the chaos, a small group of heroes has risen. Their mission to seek out ancient artifacts that might restore the natural life cycle and bring balance back to the world. But their quest grows more dangerous with every step. Now they're trapped by deadly forces determined to stop them from completing their mission. Can they escape and continue their fight for humanity's future? Join us for the penultimate chapter of the second story arc in Immortal Era 11.